you ever just wanted to clench your fist, take a punch to the multiple glass panes of musical genre, and then play a game of 4D chess with the shards? Because that's what Christopher Taylor of Body Meat is doing right now. I don't know to what extent this music has to do with trucks, but we're gonna go ahead and just truck react this album right here, because this album's quite tight. Deconstructed seems to be the word for the decade, in many ways, but it seems as if a lot of musical styles are being stripped down and resculpted to present much more abstract and nuanced ideas. It's hard to even begin to describe what Body Meat is influenced by. Every next minute it seems a track is shifting to a new phase, which gives truck music a lot of strength for something so short-breathed. It also trains your attention span really well, I find. Everything is so frantic on this album, clearly held together with a groove that you can eventually latch onto, but it moves so fast-paced you don't initially have enough time to deduce whether it just sounds offensively put together or not. But when you get to tracks like Eraser, the disarray begins to suddenly make sense and there's a genuine snap of clarity. All these synthetic noises, especially sound effects, begin to piece together in a way that genuinely sounds mapped out and reasonable. Towards the end of Eraser, beautiful. At the very end of Metal Gear, beautiful. Mess can be beautiful. With a dilapidated but recognizably sensual and skippity dance rhythm on Metal Gear, the rather shocking dub reggae break in the middle of Combo, everything is pretty jarring at first, but what stands out the most to me is the percussion, and that percussion just clatters constantly, sounding so jittery and sharp. I don't think I've witnessed footwork this jerky since Elsa Jean. While simultaneously being the basis for a song, that percussion is also what makes each one sound as if it's falling apart and spiraling out of control. And I haven't even brought up Taylor's singing, slathered in just enough auto-tune to sound eerie and volatile, while still sticking to a melody that can be heard, propelling an emotion that can be felt, to a rhythm that can be caught. The Duke-like repetition of one quick fire vocal sample of some person saying FLEXION, while Taylor croons in a falsetto over it, shouldn't tessellate as artfully as it does, but it just does. It rides with pop sensibilities while clearly wading as far away from pop as it can. It's nonsensical, but it makes sense. It's an incredible contradiction, like Dry Ice or my friend listening to Logic while he studies. It's obviously too short-breathed to make any bruisable impact. It seems more as if it's just an exhibition of fascinating ideas, a display case with security that was breached one too many times, sabotaged by a vandal that grew up playing Roblox and now listens to James Ferraro while they bang their spouse. But the possibilities marked by music like this is what excites me truly. It's a deeply keen 7 out of 10 for me. If Taylor can create music that sounds like this and sounds good, then the sky is no longer the limit. Yeah, even space might not even be a boundary. Yeah, fuck space. We transcend vacuums.